I hope that y'all had a great Sunday. We had a great message today. We're talking about, at Evangel, we're talking about our mission. And all churches have the same mission, and it comes from Matthew 11, 28 and 20, where Jesus tells us to go into all the world and share the good news of the gospel. And that is our mission. And so at Evangel, our mission is, we want to bring more people along on the journey of coming to know Jesus, growing to love him, and living to serve him. And we do that through our vision. And so, our vision, we've been talking about it for the last few weeks, but, really, we are called to serve people. And that's what Pastor Paul's message was today was, you know, um, Jesus came not to be served, but to serve. And so, as we model that, we are to serve others and, selflessly, give of ourselves, give of our time, our talents, and our resources to help others on this journey. So, that was just such a great message and just one that is needed. A lot of times we lose sight of the fact that we are called to serve. And, we get so caught up in the things that we have going on that sometimes we forget. And I was reminded last week, I posted, I don't remember if I posted it just on my stories or if I posted it on my page too, was, um, I posted a picture of when I pulled into the parking lot the other day at Walmart, and there was a cart that was left in the space. So ever since I was so I bought my first brand new car when I was 21, and I had just graduated from college, and that was my first big purchase. I went and bought a Honda Civic. It was Barney purple in color, and my car was probably 6 months old. Like the car had 10 miles on it when I bought it. Like it had only been moved around the lot. And so it was 6 months old, and I was at the shopping center in Manchester. I don't remember if I was at Maxway. All of you from Manchester, you remember Maxway, or um, I don't know if it was Big Star at the time or Lewis Jones, but I came out and somebody's buggy had gone through the parking lot and left a dent in my driver rear quarter panel. It was a runaway cart, and I mean, it was like $3,000 worth of damage to my car, just that dent, where it was and everything, and how big it was. And so from that time on, even it's been 31 years ago. I When I see a runaway cart, when I see, a cart just out there in the parking lot, I'm always going to put it back in the cart carousel because I remember that feeling of coming out and here's my brand new car and it has a dent from a cart. And and what I've heard on trainings, I heard one of our coaching leaders talk about that same thing. Like, what do you do with a grocery cart? Do you just leave it when you put your stuff in, or do you return it to the carousel? And what if you find one that hasn't been returned? What do you do? Do you just walk by and say, "Man, I can't believe somebody left that cart," or do you take it upon yourself to take it back to the carousel? And so what my coaching mentor was saying was how you do one thing is how you do another thing. So if you walk by that cart and you're just blasting the person that left it, you're probably going to blast people for other things too. But if you take it upon yourself to serve the community as a whole and return that cart back to the carousel, that's how you're going to do other things. You're going to have that servant heart, that integrity, those kind of things. You're gonna lead with that kind of mentality in other things you do. And so I do believe that. I do believe that, it's the little things, it's how you approach the little things that carry over into the big things. And that's why, God says, if you're faithful over a few things, then I'll make you ruler over many. He gives us those little things sometimes, the little things to be obedient in, to see, are they going to be obedient? And, are they going to do what's right in these situations? Are they going to be a good steward? And then he sees that, I mean, God already knows, but then we see that we can be trusted with those things and we can be a good steward of those things. And then he entrusts us with more. And so, I think just it's a journey, but how you do one thing is how you do another thing, and actually they build upon each other. So when you do little things right, then that builds the foundation for God entrusting you with greater things. And